Hey, what's up, Roxstars? It's Rox with a little bit of talk about what's at the top of the blogs. So let's get to it. All right, Roxstars, first story up, politics. Might as well get it out of the way, right? Right now, as we speak, Michael Cohen is testifying in front of Congress today. They expect him to be sitting there for 9 hours and answering the questions from both Democrats and Republicans. And it is going to be a grueling day for him. He will be testifying about his former client and boss, Donald Trump. He was Donald Trump's lawyer for somewhere around 10 years. So, that meant that he was the lawyer way before he became y'all stupid ass president. And Michael Cohen was at the helm of many a shady business dealings, carried out threats for his client, lied for him, sometimes under oath, and was privy to most of the inner dealings when it came to business and Donald Trump for the last decade. So, he was Donald Trump's right-hand man, very loyal to him up until he was arrested. I guess he figured it was more, it was more trouble than it's worth for him to remain loyal. So he said he is no longer loyal. You could actually see the toll that it has taken on his family, his wife in particular, who looked like she is, completely, the wife looked like she has been through hell. Okay, and I'm sure the family could find a whole lot of better things to do with their time than have to deal with something like this. So Michael Cohen is headed for jail. However, he has decided that he will testify. And he says that he's not going to lie for Trump any longer. Now, they started off with a bang. It's going on right now, like I said. And his opening statements, he said that y'all stupid ass president is a liar. He's a cheat. He is a racist. Went on to talk about, the shit that he talks about black people being dumb. And a lot of the things that he said is not surprising to me. I don't know if anybody else is surprised. Very clearly see Donald Trump saying all of the things that Michael Cohen is saying that he did. Now, of course, you see what the problem here could be, and where the Republicans are dragging him over the coals. They're saying that you've been his right-hand man and very loyal to him this whole time. You're talking about the fact that Donald Trump was a liar, but you worked for him. So, you were a liar too. And how do we know if you aren't lying now? Yeah, you're going to jail, definitely going to jail for many years, but still, Republicans can't get past the fact that are we supposed to believe you now when you've been lying all this time? So we knew that was going to be the angle that they've taken. So far, Michael Cohen seems to be pretty strong in his words and what he is saying. Like I said, though, it's a 9-hour fucking day. That's a long ass day, especially for people to be throwing questions at you left and right, and for you to keep your story straight. But I guess if you're not lying anymore, you don't have to keep your story straight, right? You just say what the truth is, and that's what he said he's gonna do. So I was watching a little bit of, Debbie called me, oh, you gotta get on the live. I was like, I'm at work. I can't just get on live and watch, So I did look at the transcript updates they have online, and he seems to so far be holding up. It is the first couple of hours, though. It's the first hour, actually. So we'll see. Y'all stupid ass president, as you know, is over in North Korea. He's over there talking nuclear arms with Kim Jong-un. They are some 14 hours ahead of us, I believe. So it is the middle of the night there. They're saying that Trump is definitely staying up all night and watching the proceedings. Some people are concerned on how this will affect his talk with Kim Jong-un, with him being exhausted. Something tells me that Donald Trump doesn't get much sleep anyway. When you when you are that kind of person and so much shit on your fucking shoulders and your conscience, I can't imagine he sleeps well at night any fucking way. But y'all, you never know, honey. You never know. But yeah, they say that he is definitely watching, which is no surprise to me. We do know that Donald Trump stays on TV, stays on the internet. He wants to know what is being said about him. And for sure this time, because his life potentially could be in Michael Cohen's hands. Of course, he's saying that Michael Cohen is lying. And yeah, so y'all know how that goes. Now, my question is, how does this affect y'all stupid ass president in the long run? I mean, we hear so many things that he supposedly said and supposedly did, and believably so, but nothing seems to happen. I am just so lost as to all of the steps that are taken to bring everybody down around Donald Trump. Does this mean that, they're hoping to not impeach him, but arrest him once he is not the president any longer? Like, I don't know. I don't really know. It is entertaining, though, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to my desk, and if I have a little time left on my lunch, I'm gonna try to listen to the live and see what else Cohen is talking about. But that's what's happening in y'all politics on today. Let's get on to the fool of fucking niggas. All right, this is an update of some sort, I guess. Last week, we were just talking about R. Kelly and the fact that he had not been brought in, much like Jussie Smollett had been. And I think as my video was being uploaded, we found out that, yes, he did actually get indicted and turned himself in to authorities. They are charging him. I didn't write down. I did not write down what they're charging him with. It's got... fuck. I'm sorry. I'm going to put it on the screen. They are charging him, and there are many counts. There are 4 women. I believe one of the girls is the same girl that was in the original lawsuit. I don't know if she is cooperating, but she is included, I believe, in this lawsuit. Okay? Or, the charges this time around. But anyway, they arrested him. He turned himself in. The judge put a $1 million bail on his case, and that was $250,000 per victim. Came up to $1 million. You guys know that means that you have to give 10%, give that to the courts. People expected him to be out of jail that day. I believe that was that Friday? The people expected him to be out of jail that evening. But over the weekend, he still hadn't posted bail. Then people started to get concerned, like, well, damn, is R. Kelly broke like that? All right, turns out there are some things that he needed to take care of at first. He has a back pay of child support. I imagine that his baby mama will be very excited about the fact that she's getting her money that she's owed for her children with him. Also, they're saying his finances is just in shambles ever since he was dropped from his label. He doesn't have rights to his music, and he just does not have access, I guess, to $100,000 hard cash, with all these other things that were in the way. So yeah, he stayed in jail through the weekend, and then finally yesterday, his friend, daycare owner by the name of Valencia Love, bailed him out. She said that she's a good friend of his and that she has chosen to believe him. He told her that he was innocent, and so she is going to go with that. Okay, she feels that he needs to have a fair trial. She's considering him innocent until proven guilty. She said that the $100,000 wasn't necessarily her own money. So nobody really knows where the money came from or who came. She was the person, though, that took it there, and went on record as the person that bailed him out. But she wants to make it clear that she does not support pedophiles. Okay, so I guess she's waiting to see what happens in this trial. But as of now, she believes wholeheartedly that R. Kelly is innocent, and he did plead innocent. They say when he was bailed out that his team took him to McDonald's, that he ate at the McDonald's like any regular other customer, and then they went on to a Gold Coast cigar bar. So R. Kelly, very much like he did the first time that he was indicted with that case, I believe once he left there, they said that he went to a school and held like a fundraiser or was a part of a charity event for a school. I mean, it was business as usual for him then, and it seems like it is business as usual for him now. R. Kelly is definitely good at, if he is stressed behind closed doors, he's good at not showing that side when he's in public. So his next court date is March 22nd. I don't know what happens there. I would imagine it's going to be a while before this case actually gets rolling. But so I don't know what happens on March 22nd. My Rockstar lawyers, you know, the real ones, you guys can kind of let me know what exactly is supposed to be happening on March 22nd. But yeah, they got your boy, and like I told you guys last week, they are going to get him. Not sure if it's going to be on pedophile. This time it sounds like they might. We've been hearing a lot about the case. That Avenatti guy is definitely trying the case in the public eye already before we can even get to court. He is definitely tainting his jury pool and putting these thoughts of all the shit that supposedly is going on these tapes already out there. So, you know, and I've learned all these things from watching different shows and knowing how these lawyers, you know, want to make sure that they get their side heard early. All right. So yeah, that's the update on R. Kelly. We'll keep our eye on it, and if I get any more information, I will certainly let you know. But they got your boy. Yes, Deborah.
I had to get off the whole thing with Michael Cohen. I don't know if this is worse than the OJ trial.
Well, what, he killed somebody?
Girl, your president.
Well, what? Well, I mean, you knew the nigga
Michael Cohen. Girl, he is the testimony that he's giving. Girl, you should hear the Republicans. They are coming after him. And the Democrats will let him speak.
Yeah, well, you knew the Republican. That's what I just said in my video that I'm recording. That you keep calling me while I'm trying to do my damn video.
Sorry. Well, I was listening to this since we got off, and I'm like, oh my goodness, how are we in this state?
Well, they voted his ass in. That's how.
I didn't vote him.
Well, I mean, you didn't, but okay, Deborah, I got shit to do. Quit calling me.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Didn't I tell you Debbie calls me all the fucking time? All right, rock stars. So let's have a little chat, shall we? So the good thing about this channel is I learn a lot. I get on here, I give you guys my opinions on things that's going on in the blogs. It may be the right opinion, it may be the wrong opinion, but it is my opinion. It's how I feel about things, and I try to be truthful and fair when I give my opinions on here. And you guys come here every week, and I guess you guys appreciate that fact. What I enjoy about this channel, though, is that I'm able to gain perspective a lot of times. And sometimes when I'll say things and then I'll have a week to sit back and kind of think about what I said, read the comments that come at me, and then also just kind of see what goes on about a certain subject that I might have spoken, you know, about in my videos. Sometimes it will give me the perspective and make me realize that, well, maybe I won't say misspoke, but maybe I just needed to think about things a little bit further. Okay, now on this case with Jordyn Woods, I will say very much that I am disappointed that she did something like this, because these type of things speak to your character. And, you know, I've always told you, especially my young rock stars out there, that it is very hard to outrun a bad reputation. Okay, so I'm never going to like the fact that she did something like this to a family that she was good friends with, and, you know, very much involved in their lives and things like that, I'm always going to say that that was a disappointment. However, unlike Jussie Smollett, who we talked about last week, who you guys told me was 36 years old. I thought he was much younger than that. I did not realize that he was a full fucking blown adult. Okay, so he should have known better. Unlike Jussie Smollett, Jordyn Woods is 20 years old. Well, she just turned 21 years old yesterday. And even though I was disappointed with what she's done, you know, I feel like I don't feel like I need to cut her some slack. But what I feel is, as a 21 year old, you are going through growing pains. You make dumb decisions. You get your lumps. Okay, it's hard enough when you have to do it in just the privacy of your regular life if you're not a celebrity. However, it is much harder when you are a celebrity or in the spotlight. And I can't imagine that type of pressure on a child 21 years old, because that's what she is at this point. Okay, I have kids, you guys know, 18 and, well, 17 and 20. I mean, 17 and 19, but 18 and 20 coming up very soon. And yeah, they make stupid decisions. And sometimes I talk to them and I be so fucking frustrated and annoyed. But then I have to remember that they're growing up, you know, and they're learning, and, you know, they're making these decisions that is going to shape the rest of their lives. And I'm here to try to guide them in the right direction, you know, me and their father, you know, so I feel like I need to give that same sort of leeway to Jordyn Woods, even though I still feel like, girl, why did you do that? And one of the reasons why I'm also feeling like I'm leaning this way is because I feel like the Kardashian family has been bullying her. Yes, Khloe has every right to feel betrayed by someone that they trusted, you know, around their family, even though Tristan is full of shit, ain't shit nigga, always has been, always will be, doesn't want to be with Khloe, to me, continues to cheat out in the open, and just, you know, people see him, he's not trying to hide it, is what I'm trying to say. He's just, all right. Yes, Khloe has every right to feel the way that she does about Jordyn Woods, because we would all feel that way if we knew that our friend fucked our man, okay? However, I don't feel like with the Kardashian family, and it's mostly Khloe and Kim, with the amount of followers that they have in social media especially, I don't think that is fair for them to use their celebrity as a weapon to mobilize their fans to come after her like this. It ain't just your homegirls is, you know, mad at her and possibly not inviting her around anymore. I mean, you've got a nation of people that are coming after this girl, 21 years old. The shit is not fair. She made a mistake. She fucked up. Yes, it was bad, but having all these thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people coming after her, having certain blogs even come after her, yeah, that's a bit much. Okay, that's a bit much to me. And it's making me want to at least listen to her side. Now, you guys know she's going to be on Red Table Talks. It's already leaked out that she's going to talk about the fact that she was drinking a lot, that she was blackout drunk. And evidently, there is even some stories out there about Jordyn Woods and the fact that she drinks, you know, whenever she drinks too much, you know, bad shit happens. So she's just one of those ones who can't drink. And how many of us can remember when we were that age? And, you know, we kind of realized ourselves that, you know, there's certain things that we just don't need to do if we want to stay out of trouble. Okay, so the Smith family, remember I told you last week that she calls Will uncle. I didn't know that Will Smith was good friends with her father, who has since died, but he is her godfather. And so he has always, you know, looked after her and her family as she's grown up. And so now the Smith family has taken her at least into the fold where she's able to voice her side. And, you know, I don't really know what's going to go on in that interview. Just like I told you guys, I don't hate Jussie Smollett last week. I don't hate this girl at all. You know, I just feel like she was young and dumb and made a mistake, and this might be one of those life-changing mistakes that, you know, you really learn from, because I honestly feel like her and Kylie were really good friends. You haven't, even though it's been it's been Chloe, Kim, and Malika have been so verbal about this, way more than they normally have. One of the reasons why I've always liked Chloe and what kind of changed, what kind of set her apart from the rest of her family, is that she was much less fantastic. Okay, she was the type to kind of keep quiet about things. She would like to keep things private. You know, she's not necessarily the type to want the attention that the rest of her sisters have been accused of wanting, or some of the other sisters, because some are a certain way and others aren't. So it's been a problem for me that Chloe has been liking shit that people say about Jordyn, and, you know, saying all of these things. Like I said, she has every right to feel the way that she does. However, I feel like they are milking it. And we know that the show is coming up, and we also know that they have a, you know, remember the case that Black China has against them, that the emails leaked where they were saying that, you know, they will ramp up drama somewhere if they have to take the attention off of something else. So, I mean, it's not, they're not above using certain things to, you know, for ratings. But this is a real girl's life here. So I'm not quite sure why Malika and Chloe and Kim have just really, they are just really out there. Like, it's strange how much they've had to say about this whole thing. Am I the only one that feels that way? You know? So anyway, getting back to Jordyn, the Red Table Talk, she's going to be on the show. She's going to talk about what she did, and I'll definitely be watching. And you guys know it take a lot for me to have to deal with Jada Pinkett Smith all the time, so I'll definitely be watching. I don't hate the girl. She made a mistake, and it's time for them to get off her fucking back. Like, we got it now. Am I being too soft on her? I just really, I just feel bad that so many people have jumped on her. And not necessarily anybody is saying anything to that stupid ass fucking Tristan Thomas, whatever the fuck his name is, third trimester Tristan, that she's got to carry the brunt of the mistake, and then for Chloe to turn around and probably be back with his stupid ass, so yeah, I just can't be all over that girl like this anymore. Y'all tell me what you think about it, though. Am I being too lenient? Am I being too soft? Y'all, I am whored now. I am whored to the hort. But yeah, enough of that. Rest in peace to the sister of T.I., okay, Precious Harris. She died on this past Friday. I think it was the 22nd, I believe, after a car accident that she had on February 13th. She ran into a pole. They haven't really released much information about the accident, but from what I understand, she ran into a pole. The accident triggered an asthma attack. I guess because the asthma attack, she didn't have... It was lack of oxygen, obviously. I don't know how long it was before they got the oxygen to her, but of course it affected all of the other injuries that she had from the accident. So they put her in ICU, and she was fighting, or at least we were told that she was fighting ever since February 13th. Now, on the 22nd, we found out that she had died. And then I read in AJC that they said that entire time that she actually didn't have any activity, and that they had her on life support that entire time. So I'm not sure if they took her off life support or if she just died on her own. But well, when you're on life support, they take you off so that you die, right? But very sad. I actually was sad for the, T.I. and his family. You guys know that even though that was his older sister, she was very much a matriarchal type of, person in their family. You can tell that they looked up to her, especially his kids. more as a grandmothery type figure. She's always there, and she was watching the kids and helping Tiny, you know, and was there even when T.I. was in jail, and she's always been there. So she was a staple, and you could tell that they were all very saddened when she did die. Celebrities and people around Atlanta who know the family, you know, and know her personally, had posted their condolences all day after she did die. And it just made you feel like she definitely was a good person, and that they will certainly miss her. She had a daughter by the name of Kamaya Chapman. I think that was her only child that she had, who, you know, who she left behind. But like I said, T.I.'s family was like an extension of her own family, so I'm sure they feel like they've lost greatly as well, and the rest of their family as well. They seem very close-knit. So prayers up for Tiny, T.I., all of their family, all of the Precious's extended family, and just want to say rest in peace to Precious Harris. You guys, so the Oscars came on Sunday, this past Sunday, and they actually were very entertaining this year. They didn't have a host, which actually worked out well, you know, after all the drama that happened with Kevin Hart, and, you know, him talking about the gays, and him dropping out. Then they had a number of other people who were turning down the gig. They just decided that they wouldn't have a host. People thought that Whoopi Goldberg was going to be like a secret, you know, like a secret surprise host, because she had been missing in action from The View. They kept saying on The View that she was sick, that she had the flu or pneumonia or something like that. However, people were starting to feel like maybe she was going to be this host. But nope, turned out on Sunday that they didn't have a host, and it was actually fine. A host is not necessary, okay? And I always tell you guys how I be sitting there and cringing and being just like real embarrassed for the fact that, you know, these jokes that they tell sometimes fall flat. So I was perfectly fine without the host. And, you know, the people that they have that were presenters, they were able to hold their own. And even a couple of them had little sprinkles of comedy. So it was just like that was perfectly fine. The show ran smoothly. I was fine with it. Anyways, Oscars So White, which was a popular hashtag that has been around for the last few years, talking about the Oscars and the fact that they never recognize black actors, black producers, black directors, black, you know, all of the black people who are also involved in the Academy and who are members and deserve to be what is the word? I was going to say notified. Deserve to be recognized just as much as anybody else. This year, all of the clamoring that's been done out there in Hollywood, and the fact that they need to be inclusive. This year, there was a hashtag that went around called Oscar So Black. Okay, now I wouldn't go that far. Okay, but we did have 7 black folks who won Oscars this year. Let's go down the list. First, we had Ruth Carter. She won for costume design. She was the first black person to win an award for it, for her work in Black Panther. Then we had Hannah Beachler. She won for production design for also her work in Black Panther. We had Peter Ramsey, who was the first black winner for Best Animated Feature. Okay, he co-directed Spider-Man Into Spider-Verse, which was an excellent movie. Mahershala Ali. You guys remember him he won also for his role in Moonlighting. This year, he won Best Supporting Actor for his portrayal of classical pianist Don Shirley in Green Book. We also had Spike Lee and Kevin Wilmot. They both won for Best Adapted Screenplay for Black Klansman. And then, of course, we had Regina King, the Queen. Okay, she won for Best Supporting Actress for her role in If Beale Street Can Talk. Okay, and was so happy for everybody that won, especially Spike Lee, who has been very upset that he didn't win for Do the Right Thing back in the day. I mean, he could have won for Malcolm X. There's been plenty of times when Spike Lee has been robbed, basically. This time he did win. This is his first Oscar, even though it wasn't for Best Director, and it wasn't for Best Film. This still definitely meant a lot to him, as you could tell, even though he has said in the past that, you know, the Oscar doesn't mean anything. These Oscars mean certain things. I mean, these Oscars mean things to these people. And, you know, I had got into a conversation with somebody on Twitter who were like, you know, people be putting they all into the Oscars like it's, you know, the end all be all. And I honestly don't understand why people would want black people to segregate themselves from something like the Oscars when black people fought to be included. Segregation made us feel like we were lesser than. So when we work hard on these movies that get out there and do very well, we want to be recognized for our talents just like our peers. And I don't think that it's a problem that black people would want to be recognized on the highest playing field, which is the Oscars. And not even just black people, but all of them, people that all do that work, they want to be recognized. So black people shouldn't be any different. So I don't have a problem with Spike Lee being very excited. I don't have a problem with Regina King. I mean, these people work hard. They deserve all of the accolades. Shout out to Nene. It was actually I always watch the Oscars because I love to watch the fashions and I just love the whole Hollywood glitz and glamour. I mean, I watched everything from when the pre-Oscar shit started like at 1 o'clock. I was on entertainment television all day. Okay, watched all of the pre-shit. And Jenny Mai, she actually did very well. Her and girl Nina, who does the hosting for Love and Hip Hop reunions, they were part of the pre-show and they did very, very well. They were very entertaining. The whole day I just was fine. I enjoyed it all. So yeah, congratulations to our black folks out there. Hopefully this is just the beginning of even more awards that black people or, you know, people of color will win. Because we work hard, just like every fucking body else, okay? Congratulations to everybody that I just named. Did you guys watch the Oscars? Y'all can comment about all of that below. And then lastly, you guys, in quickies, Janet Jackson will be added to the list of celebrities, artists, okay, musicians, and the such who will be having a residency in Las Vegas. Okay, Las Vegas is not fucking playing with y'all no more. Now, I guess they heard it loud and clear when y'all told them that they was tired of Cirque du Soleil and Penn and Teller. The Michael Jackson experience. Las Vegas has opened up wide and they got residencies at all of these huge resort hotels out there. Janet Jackson is going to have her show at the Park Theater at Park MGM. Okay, and the name of her show will be called Metamorphosis. Okay, and it's, quote, a celebration of my journey and the 30th anniversary of Rhythm Nation, end quote. Okay, so good for Janet Jackson. All right, good for all of the artists that's out there. Vegas is going to go back to being that place to go to now where there's so much entertainment. I mean, it's going to be so many shows that you can catch. Okay, they about to make a fucking killing out there. The summer is about to be lit out there. Okay, they say she has 15 shows already and they'll probably add to that. So congratulations, old Janet Jackson, girl, do your thug thizzle. They say that Solange has revived the black social media platform Black Planet by reactivating her account and uploading content and information about her new album that's upcoming and a tour, I believe, that is also upcoming with the dates of her tour. I'm not familiar with Black Planet, child. I thought Black Planet was a dating site for black folks. But I guess people are saying, no, it was more like, you know, MySpace. I never was even on MySpace. I could never get into MySpace either. So I'm not really sure, but they're saying that it was supposed to be the end all be all for black people's social media for them to, you know, link up and be there and everything. So they're saying that Solange has gotten with the creators and have revived it, and they're hoping to bring Black Planet back out there for y'all. Okay, how many of y'all familiar with Black Planet? Was y'all on it? What was y'all doing on there? Let me know. And lastly, you guys, fist pump of righteousness for our very own dear Queen Latifah, who has decided to put her money where her mouth is and has put $14 million of her own money behind a housing development in her old Newark, New Jersey neighborhood. They say that it's very expensive to live out there and people have a hard time affording it. So now she is going to put up 20 3-family townhomes, and then there's also going to be another mixed-use building with an additional 16 units of affordable housing, a fitness center, and commercial space for like nonprofit community organizations. They're saying that the townhomes are going to start the rent about $1,800, but as far as the other affordable housing that I told you about, that will be based on the income of those that are applying to live there. Very good for Queen Latifah, who has not forgotten about her. You know, it's always good to see when people have money and they don't have to do it, but when they don't forget where they came from and go back to their old neighborhoods and try to help out, you know, their community, you know, that's always a commendable thing. And we just love our girl Dana Owens. They expect it to be done by the December of 2020. And yeah, like I said, fist pump of righteousness for Queen Latifah, Dana Owens, who continues to serve her community. Okay, and like I always tell you guys, that Black Girl Magic, you ain't gonna get enough of it. We gonna give it to you. So yeah, much love to Queen Latifah. Alright, you guys, that's it. I'm about to run to Checkers and get me a sandwich real fast and then bring it on back to work. You guys, we do this every single week, so make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and make sure you come back. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.